Hey everyone, hope you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to look at our daily technical analysis update of oil and natural gas. We'll take a look at it. I'll give you my financial opinion. And again, guys, if you are interested in signing up for the website down below, take a look at it. Platinum membership gets you a question and answers session Saturday, 7 a.m. So that's what we're going to be doing for the website. But let's dive in. I'll give you my financial opinion on the market. So here we go. Crude oil. I've got my awesome, really well drawn out flag pattern, and it's probably got a little bit more life left in it. The only reason I have it so short is if I were to do this. There we go. Hopefully everyone's happy now. But we've got some support here. We're getting a little bit of support there. We'll see if we come back to this support line down at $85 or so. There you go, something like that. So if we come back down, we got 85, another good buy point, but a lot of the other, a lot of the companies are going up. So, they got to try to manipulate this down using our inventories, but I just don't think they'll be successful at doing it. We're gonna keep eating through inventory, and we're just eating through their inventory. The international energy agencies and America, the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, will be eating through inventories. Natural gas, it doesn't mind. We're just going higher. So natural gas moving higher. I think this is pulling uranium up as well. But this is a full-on breakout, guys. There's your break. Boom. We're closing to 52-week highs. And then this is the break to the upside. We're going way higher, guys. I think we're going up here somewhere. XOP, it likes the breakout of natural gas. It is moving higher. Not as much higher, but it is moving higher. SM Energy, we've got a little update today. We're still above the support line. Everything looking good. CDEV, another one that's on top of its pattern. This is where I typically like to buy. It's got support underneath. We've broken out of a pretty large pattern. It's going to take a run at it whenever oil is ready. Crew Energy, this is more of a natural gas company, so this one's already going to be taken off. But it looks really strong. Hopefully we can get a big move out of this. It's already broken out of its pattern. It's in mid-stride. Callum Petroleum has not broken out yet. This would be one I would be looking at for a potential pickup. Athabasca Oil, looking like this one's looking good. I like it down here. If I had more money, I'd probably add some in. But that looks like it wants to roll higher. Recaf, moving sideways, still looking good. Got good support down in the 450, 440 range. Crescent Point's coming down to its support level. That's why we have an update today. I think we're going to find support right where it's at. Northern Oil and Gas, this is one that posted on the website quite dramatically, saying I like it in this general vicinity down here, and we're continuing to go higher. Grand Tier Energy, another one that's been moving sideways. Doesn't look too bad. Tellurian, a little bit of a down day today. We've got a wick at the bottom. Again, I'd just be holding on. Hold on to this beast. Don't let it buck you off. Pedevco getting low again. Getting low. Coming down to almost the support area. Oasis, still looking good. Moving sideways, kind of within the top of its support resistance line. CRK wants to pull back here. It needs to do a little bit of resting before a move. Natural gas was higher, so it kind of held its ground, but I still think this wants to come and pull back here. If it pulls back here, I like it. That's all I'm going to say. I like it. SD Energy, Sandridge Energy moving sideways. Nice little update today. Looking good. Ring Energy still below its resistance line. We've got a nice, good support line underneath it. We're squeezing up here. Ready to break to the upside at any second. Trillion Energy, I know a lot of people talk about Trillion Energy. It's still moving sideways within its big long-term sideways pattern. Volume is kicking up on it. Surge Energy breaking to the upside. And we are still up there, moving around. This is a good spot to be looking at it on the break. Tamarack Valley getting a little bit of more of a retest move out of it. Crescent Energy getting a little bit of a down day today. It's more of an oil company. Vermilion Energy, still looking okay. We got a little bit more selling pressure here. I still think this may head a little bit lower before going higher. Meg Energy's at that support resistance area. We're going to be putting in patterns now. There's your flag pattern. OIH, oil service, just continuing to move kind of in this pattern type format. There you go. I'm just drawing stuff in. Flag it. TTI, looking at this, we've got kind of a, flaggish type pattern there as we coil up. Looking at Transocean, this one's going a little bit sideways. I drew this one kind of poorly. Let me redraw using a little bit better tool here. So that's what we've got there. It is coming down a little bit, but that doesn't matter. It could still go back up. Nice, good buying pressure at the bottom of this candlestick. Still looks good. Pump getting a little bit of support there that I drew yesterday. Still looking good. EXTN. Again, we've got the big buying pressure, small selling pressure. That looks good to go higher. Valaris, VAL. Looking at Valaris, yeah, a little bit more selling pressure here. We could pull back a little bit more before heading higher. We've got MRM, which is MMA. Again, I like this. The up move, the sideways move, that screams that it wants to go as a continuation pattern higher. TDW, small sell-off days, still looks okay. Not a ton of sellers up here slamming it lower, so still looks good. NEX, another next year energy, next year oil field solutions. Looks good. Everything looks good. Small down days, big up days. Yeah, that screams higher. KLXC looks like it's getting a little bit of buying pressure down here. I do think that we're going to find some support down here soon, and I would be a buyer of it. Yeah, I would. Champion kind of bounced, hit its head up here, sold off a little bit with the oil news. Again, I like it down here. I do. Cactus Energy moving sideways, still looks good. 9 getting a little bit of buy-in pressure. Looks like we got some support underneath it right there. OII, another one that's got support right here. Looks like it wants to go higher. Looks good. Noble Energy getting a little bit of a sell-off. Yeah, we might have a little bit more sideways action before moving higher. Helix Energy Solutions looks like it's getting a little bit of buy-in pressure. Big up day, the small sell-off days, and then eventually it will move on up. That's what it looks like to me. CGGYY, bullish engulfing, higher. Looks good. Petrofac continues to move sideways. This is a sideways master for a long period of time. And usually when they go sideways like this for a long time, they're going to explode higher. Usually they go all the way back to the bottom of this guy here. Then you buy it. Right now, this is probably a good spot to be looking if you like Petrofac. I would be pulling triggers now. McCoy Global moving sideways, still looks good. We've broken this basically a big old rounding bottom, and it'll eventually work its way back up. So that looks good. For coal, these are coal companies next. So back out so we can take a look at this. Still looks okay. That's New Hope Coal. BTU up 8% today. That's trading like a uranium company. There it is. Let's go to the dailies. Still looking really good. Looks like we have a kind of a pattern setting up there that we're going to break to the upside. Looks really good. China Shinua, it's resting on top of its pattern. It's doing cheetah things at the moment. Just needs to rest before breaking out of this double bottom. It's a double bottom pattern that's going to break to the upside. Yancoal, looking at Yancoal, this is a massive booty bottom. And we have a long way to go up for the booty to be completed. So we've got a long ways to go. And then Whitehaven, I kind of look at these from a weekly candlestick basis, still looks good for a move higher. Thungela going sideways, but this thing has had massive moves to the upside. So that's looking pretty dang good. So that's what I've got for today, guys. Everything's sitting on top of patterns. Again, everything is sitting on top of patterns. That is where I buy. I don't wait for the price to tell me that it's going to go higher. I just cost average in slow, pick up shares, you pick them in, you put them in the bag or the basket or the portfolio, whatever you want to call it. You put it all in there, and then you just sit and wait. You wait, and why do we do that? Why should we buy? Why should we wait for the price to move up? Because the price could move up 10, 20% in a day. I mean, you could get these huge moves when they break out of their patterns and they break out of the resistance, when the money starts to flow back over. So what I do is I buy it before. There's no reason for me, at least, to wait. And I buy things that are sitting on top of support levels that have broken out of patterns, big patterns, and we're doing that on all of them. So that's where I buy. That's what I do. If you guys like the content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And again, you got the website down there. If you are interested, Platinum membership, we are having a meeting, question and answer session this weekend. If that's something that interests you, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. And we usually last 2.5, 3 hours, somewhere in that range. I videotape it. If you can't make it, then you can watch the videotape on the channel, the website. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.